Hi, I'm Carissa Munoz, and this is my Psych and film project over the movie Donnie Darko. So, the movie is basically about this boy named Donnie Darko who's 16 in high school, and he's experiencing these hallucinations of a talking man in a rabbit suit named Frank. And he tells him that the world is going to end, and as the end of the world nears, his visions keep on getting worse, and Frank, the rabbit, is giving Donnie these interesting commands. Donnie experiences sleepwalking, trouble distinguishing reality from imagination, and he lives in suburb Virginia. So this takes place in the 1980s, so it's very conservative, and mental health was very misunderstood or ignored at the time. I diagnosed him with schizophrenia because he was involving disturbances with perception, thinking, and behavior. The diagnosis does require symptoms for 6+ months, but it does cause significant impairment of social and academic functioning. Schizophrenia is often viewed as dangerous or violent. It is also often confused with split personality, and it just creates a sense of fear and discrimination and social isolation. And in media, symptoms are often exaggerated. Schizophrenia is diagnosed across cultures, but the symptoms are interpreted differently. For example, some cultures view the hallucinations as spiritual. And there's this one study in 2015 that was studying the differences in symptoms across different countries, and they found that people with schizophrenia in the United States had more harsh, intrusive voices than those in other countries such as India or Ghana. Some movie evidence of Donnie having schizophrenia are the hallucinations, which are a positive symptom. His most common hallucination is Frank the Rabbit, and the movie evidence is one instance of Frank speaking to Donnie in the bathroom. Nobody else can hear Frank, and he is communicating directly with Donnie. However, Donnie does not display the negative symptoms of schizophrenia, such as flat affect or severe social withdrawal. He does maintain relationships, he expresses his emotions, and even forms a romantic relationship. He does struggle socially, but not to the extent of schizophrenic people. Some treatment would be antipsychotic medication, CBT for psychosis, some family therapy to educate his family on how to better care for Donnie, and regular psychiatric monitoring. Antipsychotics reduce hallucinations and delusions. The CBT improves coping, reduces stress, and lowers relapse risk. And the family therapy benefits young patients and keeps everyone informed. However, this was in a very conservative community, and there was limited mental health awareness and also a large fear of hospitalization. A broader perspective, the film did realistically portray the hallucinations and paranoia. However, it did add some supernatural time travel elements that exaggerated the symptoms, and it mixed psychosis with fantasy, which could be potentially misleading for people who aren't informed. The influence of film portrayals, media shapes public beliefs about mental illness, so exaggerated depictions of mental illness can create stigma and also reduce empathy and understanding for mentally ill people. It can also make treatment harder to seek. And here are my references. Thank you.